Hi everyone. Today's video is about the profit cost revenue functions. I know when we were in class last time, I had to run through the notes really quick because we were running out of time. So I thought I'd make this video so that you have the opportunity to watch it at your convenience, pause it as needed, and try the practice so that you can better understand profit, cost, and revenue functions. So for our first example here, these were the examples that we did in our notes to start with. It says find the formula for the revenue function if the price demand function of a product is P equals 54 minus 3x. So we have to use that price demand function in order first to write a revenue function. So our revenue function, just going to call that R. So R of X, our revenue function is going to be equal to our price demand function, so P multiplied by X, where X represents the number of items sold and the price in dollars. So X is the number of items and P represents our price demand function. So if I multiply 54 minus 3x by X, that's going to give me my revenue function. So my revenue function is going to be 54x minus 3x squared. All right, so writing out that revenue function once we're given price demand actually really isn't that bad. It's just taking the price demand function, multiplying it by X, and we get that revenue function. From there, once we have the revenue function, we need to be able to calculate the maximum here because we're looking to see if we can maximize our revenue. So if we plug this same revenue function now into our y equals of our calculator, we'll get a graph that looks something like this. From here, we need to calculate the location of the vertex. So in the interest of time, I have the screenshot here for you in order to answer the questions. So based off of our data here, our graph, we recognize again that X represents for us the number of items sold. So number of items. And then our Y here is our revenue function. So we're going to have our revenue, or we have money, over on this side. So to answer the question, how many items should we sell? That we're looking at our X's here. So we know that sometimes our calculator doesn't like to give us a whole number answer, but we can round that. And we do get out to 9. So how many items should be sold? 9 items. And what's the maximum revenue? The maximum revenue, now we're looking at the Y value. So our Y value here is the 243. So our max revenue when we sell 9 items is going to be $243. Okay, that was our first example. In the second one, we got a little bit more complicated because in this example, I did not give you that price demand function. So I'm asking you, first thing is to come up with it. So in order to come up with the price demand function, I did give you 2 pieces of information. I'm telling you that when a company is selling an item for $40, they know they can sell 150 items. When they change the price by $5, when they raise it to $45, well, then they know they can only sell 100 of those same items. So let's come up with that price demand equation. Now, note too, and I give you the hint here that it is linear. So that means we have to come up with an equation for a line. So regardless of if we are choosing to write our equation in point slope form, which we have here, or slope intercept form, we'll go over both of those in a moment, we need to be able to calculate our M, our slope. So let's go ahead and let's start there. In order to calculate slope, we have to determine our points first to be able to plug them in. So for our points here, we know that when we sell 150 items, we are going to, it's going to be $40. So let's make a coordinate of 40. Oops, comma 40. Our other coordinate, when we sell 100 items, that's $45. Our slope equation is given there, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So let's plug that in. Y2 minus Y1